Hello, everybody. I'm Jane Hunt. I'm the Managing Director of Catapult PR. And today we're going to be talking 2025. Now, 2025 is likely to be a challenging year for many UK businesses, particularly following the October 2024 budget in the UK. But should you cut back on marketing, or should you look at more effective marketing? So, I'm going to answer the first question for you right now. And I'm going to suggest how you can get great value out of your marketing budget by turning to what I call a multi-tool. Now, that multi-tool is actually public relations, or PR if you like. It's an absolute gem, yet it's one that most businesses have not yet used and which is greatly underappreciated. Once I tell you all the multi-tool functionality that you can get from it, perhaps budget reallocation will be top of your list and PR will no longer be the nice to do that you currently think it is. But back to the question of should you cut back on marketing? Well, in 26 years of running Catapult PR, I've seen recessions on more than one occasion. I've seen market downtimes, Brexit, and of course the pandemic. But what I can categorically tell you is that my clients who did not cut back on their marketing absolutely blossomed and did extraordinarily well in spite of the economy and consumer confidence. Now, you could say that it's all about positivity, but it's more than that. If all the businesses around you are cutting back, you have a major opportunity if your business does the opposite. You can also stand out from the crowd in a less noisy marketplace, so you get noticed more. Now, during the pandemic, my clients' businesses absolutely flew because I didn't let them sit back and be negative with their marketing. As a result, these businesses, which are across tourism, retail, insurance, and general business, grew phenomenally. They generated record sales. They even found themselves featured in the government's official tourism staycation campaign without paying a single penny for that privilege. I would also say that people who are nervous during harder times look for role models who are leading the way and who give them confidence. It distinguishes you in a really tangible manner, and you can earn great respect. So it's great to become that role model of how to conduct business when things aren't as easy. And people really remember that. And do also remember that all those businesses who are cutting back on their marketing won't be strategizing either. That means that by the time they get around to doing that, you can be absolutely leaps and bounds ahead of them, and they are left playing catch up. Now, I've seen this happen time and time again. So, my mantra is always market yourself out of a crisis. Work even harder with your marketing rather than downing tools. Now, let's take a look at marketing budget. I'm not advocating cutting it, as I've already said. What I am going to urge you to do, however, is leverage your marketing budget better. You need to actually look at your spend and the results that you're getting from that spend. You need to be seriously asking yourself where you're going to be getting most value from your marketing. And this is where what I call the PR multi tool comes in. So rather than just pigeonholing public relations as some sort of peripheral form of marketing, it's time to realise that it should actually be the driver of all of your marketing. It's your message generator, it's your brand voice, it's your authority builder. And so it should be the director of all of your messaging and brand communications across all channels. But it's more than that. One single piece of PR content can become a whole variety of other things that you can use. And that's why it's a multi tool, if you unlock its potential and put it in the right hands. What do you mean by all this? I hear you cry. Well, PR typically generates written collateral, such as a press release or a feature article. But guess what? Both of those things could be turned into an online article that helps you with your SEO and searchability. So there's instant dual purpose and more return on investment. But you can do much more than that. You can also take the press release themes and turn those into a video. You could take a press release or a feature article and make some audio content from that, whether you turn it into a podcast or you decide to create shorter audiograms from it. You can also do a bit more research, a bit more writing, and augment a piece of PR material and make it a white paper that's going to build your authority. You could change things all around again and take that press release and turn it into a customer newsletter or an email to your customers. And you can take that press release and then carve it up into small bite-sized chunks that can become social media posts. And if you have an ideas-led campaign, you can use all those PR ideas to absolutely wow judges in your own industry awards. Now, all of this is from what's supposed to be the Cinderella, the poor relation of marketing, PR, and from just one piece of material. So, PR is the ultimate creator and repurposer of content, giving you far more bang for your bucks across many different channels. Repurposing is powerful. It can also save you cash. But why will all of this be so valuable in 2025 in particular, in what everybody's predicting is going to be a really challenging year? Well, number one, people are more skeptical in harder economic times, so you need to work harder to build more transparency and trust. PR is the tool that can help you do that by conveying authentic messages to your target audiences. Number two, I've already mentioned how people gravitate to those who provide uplifting messages in hard times. And PR can help you become that person, creating what we call thought leadership for you and establishing you as an authority. Now, traditional media titles and online media too also love thought leaders, but so too does Google. Have you heard of EAT? This is something that Google now wants to see established on websites. And a business really needs to work at this if it wants to rank well in the search engines. EAT stands for expertise, authority, and trust. And guess what it is that can establish all of that for you? Yeah, you're right, PR. Now, number three, PR can clearly communicate a business's ethics, and we are in an age when business ethics are all important to customers. Whilst you might talk about these on social media, isn't there an element of, well, you would say that, wouldn't you, if you use your own channels? What is really compelling is when a journalist talks about your ethics, because then you get that perceived third party endorsement of the press. And again, it's third party endorsement that PR can generate. Number four, PR can differentiate your business through compelling storytelling and crafting a narrative about your business that makes you really appealing to customers. Can you do that through an advert? Probably not. So you really need to focus on that concept of storytelling. And PR is all about storytelling. We've known storytelling since our childhood. Fairy tales are really powerful, aren't they? And why is that? Because they convey a message. And it's exactly the same with the stories you should be telling through PR about your brand, your business, your ethics, your innovation, your charity work, or whatever else it is that you do. People buy into those stories and the narrative. It helps create almost a folklore about your brand. Number five, PR can help you reach out and connect with your customers. Speaking to customers in a language they understand is the very essence of PR. So, a skilled PR consultant is your best brand communicator. Just make sure that you choose the right one. Number six, now PR can help you connect with your local community and the causes that matter to them. Local community is becoming really, really important, and community relations is again one of the cornerstones of PR. Now, Catapult PR has actually won several awards for community relations campaigns, but we've also got deep experience in maximising corporate social responsibility programmes and sponsorships, things that you might be spending money on when trying to support your local community. Now, if you are spending money on those, but you're not reaping the benefits in terms of awareness of what you're doing in the community, you really do need PR because you're just wasting your money. Number seven, PR can not just provide content that boosts your SEO, but also generate all important backlinks within media publications. And these typically have the sort of authority that Google wants to see and which search engines reward. And how do they reward them? Well, through higher rankings for your website. And that's what you want, people to find your website and come to you. Now, number eight, the content that a good PR agency can provide in form of engaging and interesting downloads and online articles can add real value for your customers and your target customers. But it can also increase the dwell time on your website. And if you increase the dwell time, that signals to Google that you have real value. And that again helps boost your rankings because Google will reward that. Number nine, challenging times lead to mistakes, don't they? And you could find yourself at the epicenter of a storm following some sort of business error or negative situation, and you might need PR support to get you through that. However, here's a proviso. The easiest way to tackle any crisis is to call upon the goodwill that you've already banked. And you guessed it, that's through PR. So don't just consider that PR is only needed for a negative scenario. It's the proactive, ongoing stuff that's really, really powerful. Now, the fundamental facts behind all of this is that you will typically spend far less on PR than you would on other forms of marketing, particularly if you work with us. We generate results here on a par with those of city-based agencies, but we charge a fraction of their fees. And if you make PR the engine room of your marketing, you can gain consistent messaging across all of your channels and build your brand in a really dynamic way, thanks to lots of joined up thinking. You will actually soon be left wondering why you wasted time and energy on other forms of marketing, but only if you also play your part and work with your PR consultant, doing your bit in terms of providing information from your end and signing off materials. I'm going to leave you with one thought here. I have one client with whom I've worked for 10 years who has a business consultant, highly respected, who also works with them. And he's said that he believes that meeting Catapult PR was the best thing that could have happened for this client and their brand. That's quite a referral, isn't it? And if we look at the other clients for whom we've created the campaigns that won us 65 awards, you'll see the same trajectory in each case of growth, of trust in their marketplace, of thought leadership in their sectors, and of profitability and success. In other words, when they commit to the multi-tool of PR and give us a little bit, but not that much of their time, they can absolutely fly, recession or no recession, thanks to our fabulous ideas, our work rate, and our dedication to all of our clients and their goals. Now, if you subscribe to our channel, I'll be discussing some of these successes in future videos. So hit subscribe now. But my message to you as a business is don't fear 2025, embrace it. Just tap into the PR multi-tool and find yourself a creative, dedicated PR consultant. Market yourself powerfully, successfully, and cost effectively, letting PR do its thing and igniting all of your channels. For so many reasons, 2025 should be the year of PR. Get in touch with me if you can now see why.